Hey everybody, welcome to our session again. We're doing Hebrews 12 again this week. We did it last week and it wasn't too good, so we thought we'd redo it. Unfortunately, Christopher and Victoria can't be with us today. They're down in Brisbane. Chris is having a procedure done, so we wish him all the best. I hope it all goes well for him. And we'll see them again next week, I'm sure. Alrighty, so let's get stuck into Hebrews 12 again, hey?
Yes.
Yeah. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Yahusha, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the stake, despised the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of Alahim. Now, I've been doing a little bit of research and stuff on it, and I will give you what I come up with. So, in it says to not let the sin trouble you. Sin troubles every believer, hindering their spiritual progress and leading to unbelief. Which, it's most people don't recognize that. But sin actually leads you to unbelief. Not believing that he is there all the time. Yeah? Unbelief is considered the root of all sin. An example of that is of Adam and Eve. They sinned, and that's where all sin started. As soon as they ate the forbidden fruit. That's where all sin started. So we have all been born with that sin as a result of their sin. Yeah?
Yes.
We're encouraged to run the race. The race is of belief. It's a spiritual race. It symbolizes our spiritual journey, urging us to focus only on Yahusha, not on anything else. He's the author and perfecter of our belief. If we trust in him, everything will come to fruition that he says will happen. Yeah? It also shows us the importance of focusing only on Yahusha, not people in the past. People like Isaac and Moses and Abraham. We can't focus on them. Yeah? All right. Consider him who endured from sinners such hostility against himself, so that you may not grow weary or faint-hearted. In your struggle against sin, you have not yet resisted to the point of shedding your blood. And have you forgotten the exhortation that addresses you as sons? My son, do not regard lightly the discipline of the master, nor be weary when reproved by him. As it says, as I said before, Yahusha is the source and the perfecter of our faith. By trusting in him, he gave us the ultimate example of what we need to be. Yahusha endured suffering with joy. And that's what we have to do. It serves as a model for us as believers. Yeah? He despised the shame, showing us his humility. We have to do the same as he did. He despised it.
Yeah.
And we have to despise it. Yeah?
Good.
All right. Let's continue on. So, for the master disciplines the ones he loves, flogs and chastises every son whom he receives. It is for discipline that you have to endure. Alahim is treating you as sons. For what son is there whom his father does not discipline? If you are without discipline, in which all have participated, you are illegitimate children and not sons. Besides this, we have had earthly fathers who discipline us, and we respected them. Shall we not much more be subject to the Father of spirits and live? For they disciplined us for a short time, as it seemed best to them. But he disciplines us for our good, that we may share in his holiness or set apartness. For the moment, all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant, but later it yields the peaceful fruits of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. So in that, the flogging and discipline from Alahim is a sign of his love and is meant for our spiritual growth. Without it, we can't grow. So I know that when I've been flogged and goaded by him, I've hated it. To the point where I've gone, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. I'll learn from that mistake, you know. I'll learn from it.
Yes.
But sometimes we're stupid and we don't see that. And we won't learn from it.
Yeah.
And we do the same mistake again and we get the flogging again. Yeah? So some scriptures say scourging, others say flogging. And I thought, I didn't know what the word scourge means or scourging. Give me a second. I think this is just stopped on me. No, it hasn't.
We all know what flogging is.
We all do know what a flogging is, don't we? So yes. But scourging means to whip. You know? Whipping.
Yeah.
So he's actually doing that to us. Whenever we're doing something wrong, that's what he's doing. Imagine someone grabbing a whip and just going every time you do something wrong. Oh, yeah, I don't like that, so I won't do that again. So that's how we've got to be when he does it to us.
That's it.
Learn from that. And he says, you're not my sons. You're illegitimate children if you can't go through this.
Yes.
So, we should not despise or faint under the floggings and the discipline, as it leads to righteous behaviour. Yeah. The purpose of flogging is to bring believers to maturity and to partake in Alahim's set apartness. Yeah.
Yes.
So we've got all this stuff in there, and he says, just endure it. Go through it all. Understand that I'm here because I love you with all my heart. And that's what we have to do with him. Love him and trust in him with all our hearts.
Yes.
Yeah? So we're called to pursue peace and set apartness, because without that, we've got nothing. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue on. Therefore, lift your drooping hands and strengthen your weak knees, and make straight paths for your feet, so that what is lame may not be put out of joint, but rather be healed. Strive for peace with everybody, and for holiness or set apartness, without which no one will see the Master. See to it that no one fails to obtain the favour of Alahim, that no root of bitterness springs up and causes trouble, and by it many become defiled, that no one is sexually immoral or unholy like Esau, who sold his birthright for a single meal. For you know that afterwards, when he desired to inherit the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no chance to repent, though he sought it with tears. So what does that mean? What do you guys think that means? Rob?
Yes, strive for peace with everyone caught me there, and it is really to treat everyone better than yourself, not to put yourself higher than them or anything like that. So that's what I got.
Yeah. So this is what I got. Believers are called to pursue peace and set apartness, as without set apartness, no one will see the Master. And the Master is Yahusha.
Yes.
We won't see him if we are not perfect or made perfect. Yeah?
Which is why he flogs us.
Exactly.
So we realise that we're doing wrong things.
Correct.
And we will move
absolutely
forwards.
Yep. Yep. He wants us to come close to him, and we can't be close to him if there's sin in there, if there's anything unclean within us. So he's doing that so that we can come closer to him. Yeah. We are warned against bitterness and immorality. The example used was Esau, who despised his birthright. We're not to despise our birthright. We are firstborns. Yeah?
Yes.
So we have to go, I know that that's me. And we've got to walk the way he wants us to walk.
Yes.
Behave the way he wants us to behave. See him in everything that we do.
Yes.
And know that he's there, guiding us the whole way. Yeah? Which he does. He guides us the whole way. But we have to choose.
That's
and
it.
if we don't choose
the
correct path, that's when we get the floggings.
That's it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Quite easy, really.
It sounds easy, but ain't as easy as it sounds.
No.
The importance of maintaining a pure heart and avoiding defilement is stressed within it. Yeah?
Yes.
So we've got to look at it and go, okay, we're not to do that. And if there's something that comes to you, go, should I do that? And check it against the word.
Yeah.
If the word says no, then don't. If the word doesn't say no, ask Yahusha.
Yeah.
Should I do that? He will give you an answer.
Yes.
Without fail. So always check. If it's not within the word, I'm sure that he will certainly talk to each and every one of us and say, no, I don't want you to do that. That's not good for you.
No.
Yeah? Yes, I want you to do that. Yeah? So the more open and communicative we are to him, the better we get at being like him, and the more favour we get from him. Yeah?
Yes.
Alright, let's continue on. Alright. Okay. Alright. For you have not come to what may be touched, a blazing fire and darkness and gloom, a tempest and the sound of a trumpet, and a voice whose words made the hearers beg that no further message be spoken to them, for they could not endure the order that was given. If even a beast touches the mountain, it shall be stoned. Indeed, so terrified was the sight that Moses said, I tremble with fear. But you have come to Mount Zion, to the city of the living Alahim, the heavenly Jerusalem, to the innumerable angels in feastal gathering, and to the assembly of the firstborn, who are enrolled in heaven, and to Alahim, the judge of all, and to the spirits of the righteous made perfect, and to Yahusha, the mediator of a new covenant, and to the sprinkled blood that speaks a better word than the blood of Abel. So last week when I did this, I didn't see the two mountains. But the first mountain is the mountain where Moses was, which is Mount Sinai. Yeah. And originally, all of the Hebrews were called up to the mountain. But they said no. So only Moses went right up the mountain. Yeah?
Yes.
And when he came back down, he was glowing. But he couldn't look directly at Alahim, could he?
No.
For he would have died if he had. But we've got direct access.
That's it, yeah.
So we can look at him.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, that's it.
And he's saying to us, come here. See me. Talk with me. Be with me.
Yes.
Yeah? So if we listen to him, we can be there having a party with all the angels. That's what feastal means. Yeah. Celebrating. They're having a huge celebration in the heavenly Jerusalem. Yeah?
Yes.
I wouldn't mind going to that celebration.
Sounds good.
I reckon it sounds great. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mount Sinai represents fear, war, and death. While Mount Zion symbolizes favor, peace, and life. See the contrast in the two mountains?
Yes.
It's a big contrast, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Death to life. I don't want death. I want the eternal life. So that's what I'm striving for. What about you? You striving for that, guys?
Yes.
Yeah? That's what we all need to strive for. It says, believers have come to the heavenly Jerusalem, a living city of Alahim, and a community of angels that are celebrating. You know, we've been welcomed with open arms by the angels and by Yahusha, saying, come on, come and celebrate with us. Yeah?
Yes.
I certainly can't wait for that celebration.
Sounds fabulous.
It does, doesn't it? Certainly does. All right, let's continue on. See that you do not refuse him who is speaking. For if they did not escape when they refused him who warned them on earth, much less will we escape if we reject him who warns us from heaven. At the time his voice shook the earth, but now he has promised, yet once more I will shake not only the earth but also the heavens. This phrase, yet once more, indicates the removal of things that are shaken. That is, things that have been made in order that things that cannot be shaken may remain. Therefore, let us be grateful for receiving a kingdom that cannot be shaken. And thus, let us offer to Alahim acceptable worship with reverence and awe, for our Alahim is a consuming fire. So, believers are receiving a kingdom that cannot be shaken. That's what we are receiving. Now, you know what it's like when somebody gets you and gives you a shake. It's like, oh, you feel like your brain's bouncing around your head and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
That can't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah? If we follow him, that can't happen to us. We can't be shaken. If we are shaken, then we have unbelief within us.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got to look at it and work out what it is that we don't believe. Yeah? In that, it also contrasts the temporary nature of the earth and the earthly kingdoms. Have a look at the fall of Rome and the Greeks and Egypt and so on and so on.
Yes. All the things that can be shaken.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly it. So if we stand strong and steadfast in belief in Yahusha, we will remain.
Yes.
Yeah?
And we will not be shaken.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. There is a need for reverence and fear of Alahim in light of Alahim's consuming fire. Moses had that fear, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, we still need to have that.
Yeah.
Knowing that he is everything. He's basically our world.
Yes.
And that's how we need to behave and treat him. Nothing else in this world on earth matters.
No.
Only him.
No.
So that's what we need to focus on at all times.
Yes.
Yeah? So heed the voice of what is being said to us. It's emphasizing the urgency of spiritual awareness.
Yes.
I know I haven't been aware like this, but I certainly am now. It's given me a big shake up, and you got to listen. You got to hear what he's saying. You got to respect everything that comes towards you. Count it all joy, and be happy with every trial that is set before you.
Yes.
Don't despise it. Don't despise the trials. Don't despise the discipline. If you've done something wrong, say you're sorry.
Yes, but also holding off against the test. Oh, I've forgotten what I was going to say then. Sorry about
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yep.
by holding back, we're resisting
Yes,
Yahusha.
that's right.
We should realise the test.
Yep.
And correct it. And
Go
correct
through that
what
trial.
we're doing to stop it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what did you guys get out of that chapter? You can start this time, Mikey.
That we need to be strong and trust in Yahusha, even when he puts us through trials and when he flogs us and goads us for what we've done. We can't just give up and, blame everything on him. Accept that we messed up, move on, understand how to get better.
Yeah. And how have you been going in that?
I think there's definitely room for improvement.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. At least you can see. That's what he's asking for, is to see what he's saying. Take it to heart. And go, yep, okay. I see what you're saying. I'm going to strive to be better.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, that's it.
What about you, Rob?
Yes, for me, there is flogging, but realise why he's doing it. You know, he's there for our benefit.
Yeah.
He loves us. He wants us to become spiritual. He wants us to go through the vein, you know. So, yes, it says it in a couple of different ways, but it all says, you know, pretty well I'll flog you, but realise why, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it for fun, you know. It's just, it's a test. So the sooner you realise the test.
Well, he wouldn't flog you if he didn't love you, would he?
No, that's it. No.
And that's what he's saying. If I'm not flogging you, then you're illegitimate.
Yeah.
You're no son of mine.
Yeah.
So without that flogging, we can't become perfect.
No.
Or mature.
No, that's
it. In the spiritual growth that we need. And that's what he's saying. By doing this, I am helping you.
Yes.
Doesn't feel like help at the time though. Does it? Let's all be honest. It's like, oh. What about you, Don?
That was great, Don. Great.
Anything?
Have a good attitude to learning.
What did you get out of it?
That's what I learned.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, brothers and sisters, just be aware that every flogging, every goad, every bit of discipline that Yahusha is putting on you is for your own good. He loves you and he wants you to come close to him. But with sin in us, we can't. So just remember that everybody goes through this and there is no way that anybody can not go through it and be part of Yahusha's eternal life. Yeah? So I hope this helps everybody. Hope you enjoyed it and we'll see you again next week. Bye.